It's called Beyond KFC. It's all plant-based, soy protein, and you gotta taste this. Just try it.
Here are more of the top 10 most outrageous fast food items of all time. By trying hard to think outside of the box, fast food menus sometimes get a little crazy, and we're kind of here for it.
Matter of fact, it's the best burger I've had in years.
Nightmare King, Burger King.
Oh my god, Brian, you were right. Halloween is the best.
Halloween is supposed to be a very spooky time. Neighborhood houses are usually all prepared to give you a good scare if you pass by. But in 2018, Burger King decided to join in on all of the fun and came up with a new menu item designed to give you nightmares. No, really, like actual nightmares. The Nightmare King didn't look too outrageous in terms of toppings, though it did have both a beef and a chicken patty, but overall it was a pretty standard fare. American cheese, bacon, mayonnaise, and onions.
Onion.
The rather scandalous part came from the ghoulish emerald green bun that held everything together. Now, if its appearance throws you off a little bit, wait until you hear just how scary the burger really was. The chain claimed that this eerie-looking burger could induce nightmares after having tested its effects with 100 people over 10 nights. The study revealed that people who ate the Nightmare King were 3.5 times more likely to have vivid dreams. While this does sound pretty scary, actual doctors had other theories as to why people were having creepy dreams. The conclusion? Don't eat a greasy bacon, fried chicken-topped burger right before bed.
Trust me when I say this.
Firecracker Burrito, Taco Bell.
We went to Taco Bell. Eric, he started crying in Taco Bell.
If you know even a little bit about Taco Bell, then you know just how much they like to experiment with crazy, kooky menu items. In 2017, the chain had a test run in California for a burrito that started out like many others. It had ground beef, rice, cheese, sour cream, spicy sauce,
Yeah, boy.
as well as crunchy red strips. So far, it doesn't really seem like something worthy of the name Firecracker, but the real takeaway was the packet of cayenne popping crystals you could add to your burrito to give it a fizzy kick. Yes, popping crystals. You know, just like the Pop Rocks candy you would buy as a kid that crackled in your mouth and annoyed everyone around you. Well, you could grab a spicy version of those and sprinkle them all over your burrito for an exploding meal. Literally. You had two options, the popping spicy or the popping cheesy. But if you really wanted to experience the full effect, the popping spicy was your must-try. The Firecracker burrito was tested out in select locations, but it sadly never fully took off.
How sad is that?
Bacon-wrapped crust deep dish pizza, Little Caesars.
What I said was, give me all the bacon and eggs you have.
Deep dish pizza of any kind never claimed to be saintly, and Little Caesars made sure its customers knew just how sinful it could be. They basically managed to take an already guilty pleasure and make it even guiltier. The bacon-wrapped crust deep dish pizza.
It's a good one.
Introduced in 2015 as a limited-time run, the beast of a pie had 8 corners, which means it was basically 2 pizzas, and each segment sported more than 3.5 feet of thick-cut crispy bacon, at least according to Little Caesars. The pizza itself was topped with pepperoni, cheese, and even more crumbled bacon. You know, just for good measure. This greasy and delicious pizza was a variation on the Detroit-style deep dish pizza with caramelized edges, only it packed a lot more fat and grease than the regular dish. This cheesy, bacon-filled experiment was such a whopping success that Little Caesars ended up bringing back the deep dish not once, but twice. It was on the menu in 2016 and in 2019. The only question now is, will they ever bring it back again? Hopefully, the answer is yes.
Pretty please.
Pop-Tart ice cream sandwich, Carl's Jr.
Ice cream? I like ice cream.
When it comes to dessert at fast food restaurants, you usually know what to expect. The choice is normally pretty limited, and chances are you won't find anything too out there or innovative on the menu. Enter Carl's Jr. and it's a revolutionary, delicious Pop-Tart ice cream sandwich.
That's interesting. That's very interesting.
Added to the menu back in 2013, the dessert was first tested in Orange County and quickly became the ultimate decadent summer treat. It consisted of a generous scoop of vanilla ice cream wedged between two halves of a frosted and sprinkled strawberry Pop-Tart. Obviously, this particular dessert is rather really easy to recreate at home, in as many flavors as you'd like, but if you were looking for a quick ice cream fix right then and there, Carl's Jr. had your back, and for only $1.49. After the sugary dessert went viral and created a buzz on social media, the chain decided to roll it out in all of its locations for everyone to enjoy. Carl's Jr. said the treat was something that brought a smile to everyone's face whenever just hearing about it, and had no choice but to make it available for all Carl's Jr.'s customers to enjoy. Show your support by hitting that like button. We do appreciate it. Now, let's keep going.
Let's roll.
Double Sensation Pizza. Pizza Hut.
Guys, we gonna want another pizza. Who's hungry? Show of hands. Let me see them.
It's no secret that pizza can get a little wild sometimes. After all, you can top it with whatever your heart might desire, so of course, it's bound to get a little out of hand at times. This is exactly what happened in Singapore when Pizza Hut released its Christmas-time special, the Double Sensation Pizza.
Double the weapons, double everything.
In fact, this pizza was so crazy, it's hard to even describe it. For starters, it was practically two pies in one. It featured not one, but two rings of crust, which gives meaning to the name. The outer ring's crust was stuffed with melted mozzarella, parmesan, and cheddar cheese, and was topped with turkey, ham, bell peppers, mushrooms, and a salsa sauce. As for the inner ring, the crust was filled with chicken sausage and cheese, with smoked chicken and zucchini as toppings over a pepper Alfredo sauce. The pizza within a pizza concept, while pretty intimidating at first, seemed to be a big hit and broke down every existing pizza barrier. This insane, over-the-top pizza was sold for a bargain price, considering the heft, but was sadly only available in Singapore through the end of December and was never released anywhere else. You know what? Looking at it again, maybe it's for the best.
It's for the best.
Naked Chicken Chalupa. Taco Bell.
Oh, no. Ain't nobody getting naked.
You can think of the Naked Chicken Chalupa as Taco Bell's answer to KFC's Double Down, another attempt at finding new ways to replace a sandwich or taco's main vessel. You could even say that it's Taco Bell's contribution to the ongoing chicken sandwich war, in a very sneaky yet effective way. Ever since Taco Bell tried and failed with its waffle taco, the chain has been determined to come up with a new, innovative menu item. And, well, let's just say this time it did a pretty good job. The Naked Chicken Chalupa was introduced in 2016, and unlike most items on this list, it is still available and will pop up on the menu every once in a while, the latest being May of this year. It doesn't participate in the whole soft or crunchy debate, but instead wraps the taco fixings in a patty of crispy breaded fried chicken, which is rolled in Mexican spices and folded into a taco shell shape. The fillings consist of lettuce, cheddar cheese, and tomato, as well as a cool avocado ranch sauce.
Delicious.
Many online reviewers have expressed their love for the Naked Chicken Chalupa, which would explain why it keeps coming back time and again. Someone even described the taste as a giant chicken nugget with the faint presence of veggies. So if that sounds like something you would love, you know where to look. Keep your eyes open.
Action.
Burger Dippers, Jack in the Box.
Dip, 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 dip.
Don't get us wrong, burgers are amazing, especially the fast food kind. They're just not always the most convenient of foods. You always need both hands and a fair amount of concentration to avoid messes. But back in 2019, Jack in the Box thought it had figured out the perfect solution for this unfortunate problem: the Burger Dippers. Tested out in locations in Sacramento, California, for a limited time, the Burger Dippers were supposed to be a revolutionary new way to enjoy the fast food staple, with all of the tastiness and none of the mess.
Game changer.
Advertised as the burger you eat like a fry, these little burger sticks were similar in concept to a fried mozzarella stick and were meant to be dipped in either ketchup or good old ranch dip. In theory, this doesn't sound that crazy. After all, it was the ultimate combination of two fast food classics, so how could they not be amazing, right? It's not that they were bad. Reviews were actually pretty good for the most part, praising the deep-fried burgers, but they simply didn't make it out of the testing stage, which is a shame, really.
Okay, that is sad.
24-karat champagne wings, Popeyes.
That sounds expensive.
We all deserve a little bling in our lives once in a while, and to celebrate the opening of their 3,000th restaurant in 2018, Popeyes decided to give that bling to its customers. For a delicious one-day-only offer, the 24-karat champagne wings were being served up at select Popeyes. On October 4th, lucky customers living close to the 4 locations in New York City, New Orleans, California, and New Jersey could taste a little luxury with their fast food meal. The boneless chicken wings were coated in a champagne-infused batter before being fried and topped with 24-karat edible gold flakes. This exclusive gold-dipped celebration gave the chain a lot of good publicity and was said to be a way to let guests celebrate the milestone in a fun way. The most outrageous part, though, was the price of these luxurious wings. The meal was not only for the richest of the rich. You could get your hands on a box of 6 wings, a biscuit, and a side of your choice for only $5.
Nice.
While supplies lasted, of course. All of this extravagance for only one Abraham Lincoln? Sounds like a pretty good deal to us.
Shut up and take my money!
Premium lobster and caviar sandwich, Wendy's.
You like seafood, do you?
Come on! We can all agree that fast food isn't exactly the finest of dining experiences. However, back in 2012, Wendy's Japan decided it still wanted to give fancy menus a chance and came up with 2 very luxurious sandwiches: the Lobster Surf and Turf Burger and the Premium Lobster and Caviar Sandwich. The Surf and Turf Burger was pretty standard, a classic square Wendy's patty topped with whole pieces of Canadian lobster. But it's the latter that made heads turn. It had both claw meat and lobster salad topped with a mustard-like mayonnaise and was generously sprinkled with caviar.
You're taking all the caviar? That caviar is a garnish.
Both of these creations were available for 1,580 yen, which is about 16 to 20 US dollars. While it's a rather small price to pay for such extravagant offerings compared to regular fast food prices, they weren't so cheap. A lot of people complained of the high price of these sandwiches and claimed they were way too classy to be a fast food menu item. Nevertheless, the overall reviews were more than positive, and the premium burgers were a success at the time.
This is a tasty burger.
Angriest Whopper, Burger King.
Ah, horse!
Burger King truly seems to have a thing for colored hamburger buns, and the Angriest Whopper is no exception. Back in early 2016, Burger King released a bright red burger that attracted a lot of attention, the Angriest Whopper. It was still a Whopper in theory, basically an angrier version of the Angry Whopper previously released by BK. It featured a flame-grilled beef patty, thick-cut bacon, American cheese, iceberg lettuce, and tomatoes. But what made it the Angriest Whopper was the addition of angry onion petals, jalapenos, and the spicy angry sauce. Oh, and let's not forget the fiery red bun that had hot sauce baked into it. Most critics had a lot of praise for the Angriest Whopper, saying the bun was softer and moister than the regular Whopper bun and that it had a definite heat. But it was apparently not as spicy as it could have been. In fact, unless you closed your eyes and focused on the flavor, you couldn't even tell that the bun was supposed to be different. The sauce, on the other hand, had a spicy kick paired with a sweet and tangy base, which is basically what saved the burger.
The sauce, oh Maron, the sauce. Continue.
So, even though it didn't set any mouths on fire, the Angriest Whopper was still an impressive burger.
Not bad. Not bad.
Get a taste of more great videos. Just tap or click. Hit that subscribe button and ring that bell to join our notification squad.